Daily Tea Sip. So I don't know if you guys watched Real Housewives of Atlanta yesterday, but one of the subject matters that came up was about domestic violence. So, of course, domestic violence is a very serious matter. So the fact that a Real Housewives of Atlanta star thought that it was a joking matter is actually, for me, is grounds for termination from the show. Now, let me give you a little background on what happened. There was a conversation where someone stated that Cynthia and Peter were getting along after their divorce. So Bob Whitfield, who is Sheree's ex-husband, commented that when he and Sheree divorced, their relationship was anything but civil. He actually joked that when he and Sheree went on a trip to Vegas, I believe, Sheree actually fell asleep, and he said that it would have been easy for him to take the seatbelt off of her, hit the brakes really hard, so she could fly through the window. Now, of course, everybody that's listening to this is completely shocked. And then he says, I never hit her. Of course, Sheree didn't respond. And then he continues, have I ever smacked you, choked you? He says, for real, I might have forgotten. Now, at this point, everybody is mortified. And it was at this point that Sheree says, you have, in a very soft voice. And then Bob jokingly asked if she could still breathe after he choked her. He says, I don't remember choking her, but if I did, I'm sorry, because maybe I didn't choke her hard enough. And of course, Sheree breaks down during her confessional, calling herself effing stupid. Now, although Sheree has instigated many of the disputes on Real Housewives of Atlanta, she's been messy this season, I don't think she deserved this. And even Kenya, they showed a portion where Kenya even took a jab at Sheree during an argument, stating that Bob hit her in the face. Now, the fact that this cockeyed bastard thought that this mess was funny was totally disturbing for me. My mom is actually a victim of domestic violence, and when I witnessed the hurt and pain she went through, it just took me to another level watching this show yesterday. I take issue with anybody that thinks domestic violence is a joke or something that should be joked about. Now, there have been allegations of infidelity in Sheree and Bob's marriage, as well as rumblings of domestic violence. Now, we saw that it's basically been confirmed last night. Now, the fact that he could joke about this is disturbing, and I think that Bravo should immediately remove him from the show, and he needs to actually seek some help, some counseling, or whatever. Now, I know that Sheree and Bob were trying to rekindle their relationship. I know that. But you know what? Clearly, you could tell that he hasn't changed. Now, for those of you who don't know, Sheree and Bob were actually married from 2000 to 2007, and they actually have 3 children, Cody, Cairo, and Kylie. Now, Bob Whitfield is a former NFL player. He actually played for the Falcons, the Jaguars, and the Giants. Now, folks, I'm about to get a little petty. How in the world did she end up with Bob? Seriously. Now, I hope this wasn't a case of Sheree digging for gold, because Bob is a booger bear. Now, I'll say this. Their son, Cairo, is fine as wine. And I guess it is true, and I used to always say this, 2 ugly people can actually make a pretty baby. Now, folks, I want to hear what you have to say. Do you think Bob and Sheree should still try and work things out, or do you think Sheree should just cut her losses and move on with her life? Personally, I think that's old news. She needs to start fresh, start anew. She got her, Chateau by Sheree being built. She's still working on that. She's trying to regroup and get her life together. Move on. That's old news. Let that man go. Folks, go ahead and comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.